From tomorrow, all social distancing restrictions are to be lifted on the Isle of Man, the first place in the British Isles to do so. It's after a run of more than 20 days with no active cases. Well, the island's Chief Minister, Howard Quayle, can join us now. Thank you very much for being with us. So just tell us then what exactly changes from tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow, Ben, people will be able to go to the shops. They won't have to queue. We'll be able to get we're starting to get all our school children back into schools. We hadn't shut down all our schools. We'd kept some open for key workers. But now we hope by the end of the month to have everyone back. If you've got 2 metre social distancing, then really you're only going to be able to get 25% of your young people back. 1 metre gives you 50%. No metre gives you everyone back. So we were in a really good position. I think today we're day 25 with no cases. We've got no one in hospital suffering from COVID, and we've got no active cases. So we had the data that backed up that we were able to take this action and get out of people's lives, let our people get on with their lives and help the economy start up again.
And that is remarkable. You haven't had any cases for that length of time. I mean, what are the main reasons do you think that you have been that successful in controlling the virus there?
Well, there was a number of things. We went in hard, fast. So in March, we started testing straight away. We never stopped testing. At one stage, we were in the top 10 countries in the world per capita on number of tests that we carried out. We contact traced everyone. So we asked people to quarantine for 14 days if they had been in close contact with people. And as I say, the great Manx public followed the guidelines, our advice, and the rules. They got us there working together as a team. We delivered, but stopping, closing our borders, allowing people to come back on repatriation, etc. But meant that we have protected ourselves, we hope, from a second wave. But you can never be complacent. But tests, and tracing. And the public buying into that and giving regular updates, I think, got us into this good position.
So you've been really making your own decisions on all of this all the way through?
Yeah, obviously we follow, we listen to the advice, what's going on in the UK, we listen to what's happening in Ireland, on the adjacent isle there too, and what's happening in the rest of the world. We have our own public health, we have our own health system, which is reciprocal with the United Kingdom. But yeah, we sort of look at what's best practice and came up with a Manx solution for a Manx situation.
Well, do you think other countries maybe could learn from the Manx solution?
Well, obviously anything we can do to help. We're in a different situation. We don't have, say, a tube on the Isle of Man, and therefore the cases, the spread, maybe it was a little bit easier. We're a small jurisdiction, and therefore it's probably easier for us to bring in some of the controls. Very close-knit community on the Isle of Man, and with regular briefings, the people of the Isle of Man really came through for us, followed the rules, and as a result, we're in this fantastic position. Though we're not complacent, we will be monitoring, and we test everyone that comes into hospital. We will continue to do that, and we're doing the antigen testing at the moment just to see how many had it. But we've only had 336 cases, which is really low. We'd gone through our peak before we knew we were going through it.
And any restrictions at all? Will any restrictions continue, or is that it? Is everything being lifted?
Well, obviously, at the borders, we're asking people to quarantine at home for 14 days before they can get out and about. We are coming up with guidelines for nightclubs. That's something that we haven't opened yet. Our pubs, we're opening on Monday. For food, we'll probably be altering the rules to let them open totally in the next few days. But I suppose the nightclub situation is one where we need to come up with some guidelines, and we should have that done in the next few days. So that's probably one of the few areas where we still have restrictions.
Very good to talk to you. Very interesting to hear your perspective there. That's Howard Quayle, the Isle of Man Chief Minister. Many thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, Ben.